Okay, the first thing that we tried was to get our guitar in tune. We're gonna find the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret here, and if we press our finger down on that 5th fret in between the wires, then we get a note that's gonna sound the same as the string right next to it without our finger on it. So we're gonna have a 5th fret right here, and then a open string. Move that down towards the floor, and I got 5th fret here, and then the next open string is the same. Moving it down again, 5th fret, open string. The next one's going to be the 4th fret, so that's going to be those two, and then back up to the 5th fret for the skinny string. So to recap, step number 1, those two, those two, those two, those two, and those two. Cool, and that'll help get your guitar in tune. The next step is we're going to play a D chord, which is going to look something like this. Then we're going to switch to A7, and then back to D, back to A7, D and A7, back and forth a couple times. Pretty simple move. You just lift up your 3rd finger, and each one of these just walks up towards the ceiling. A7, back to D and A7. Remember that so much of this stuff is just muscle memory, and the more times you do it, the easier it's going to be for your fingers to remember it. Step number 3, we're going to play a D, G, A7, D, just like this. D, G, A7, D. One more time. D, G, A7, D. And then last but not least, we're going to have the song. The song is going to have each chord going 3 times in pretty much that same order. So here's how it's going to go. It's going to go D 3 times, A7 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the second line, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now what happens a lot of times when you're first starting out is you're going to get, your strum's going to be going real good, you're making the beats and everything, but then all of a sudden, we got to move our fingers to the next chord, and then that stops the music, right? So then go back to steps 1, 2, or 3 and just practice moving your fingers back and forth a few times, and then I'll help you get to the next chord with the beat and in time and everything, and that'll hopefully help you out. Or maybe for the second line, D, G, A7, D. Those are just the chords right in order of the second half of the song. D, G, A7, D. And then once you're doing that, then try to play each one 3 times and count to 3 and have some fun with that. And then heck, if you learn 4 or 5 more chords, we're gonna be able to do a bunch of different songs. You'll be really surprised how easy it comes together once you get some of the fundamentals down. Okay, well, have fun with that, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.